ML Sports Take, CH Insurance bringing it to you, as well as the Allen Angus Pub. Syracuse football, man. I mean, what are we doing here? It's another season of disaster after starting strong. 4-0, road game against Purdue. They get the fan base going again. They get you believing. Kerplunk, 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 kerplunk. Now, listen, I knew that they were going to lose at UNC and at Florida State. The Clemson home game was there to be had. Clemson is not very good this year. This is very, very, very far removed from the Trevor Lawrence era and the Deshaun Watson era. Guys like Sammy Watkins and Boyd and CJ Spiller, elite athletes, ridiculous defensive lines and all the rest, roaming around for Dabo and challenging for the national championship. It's not that program. It could be a 500 program this season. That's how bad they are, and Syracuse had it for the taking. They had pick sixes going the other way. They failed to catch the ball. They had a turnover with Schrader in the early going. They had the ridiculous pitch fumble. That game was there to be had for Syracuse. They blew it, and then once they lose that game, you knew they were going to lose the next two. But then the Virginia Tech game, right? You have a bye week. So does Va Tech. It's the game of the year now. If you win this game, you're 5-3. You're off and running. You're okay. You're probably guaranteeing at least a 7-win season. Now what do? All bets are off. I said that before the Va Tech game. And here's the big thing. Syracuse coin flip games, it's not just the fact that they're losing. They aren't even competitive. And oh, by the way, how bad of a coach is Dino Babers to leave Garrett Schrader in the game when it's basically won, right? I don't understand why it took Noon's Magician so long to write this article online. This game was another example of Dino in a game where it's so lopsided, either in your favor or not, where Dino puts out his starters for what? To get eaten by the Wolves, man. We saw this with LaQuint Allen. We've seen it with Garrett Schrader. We've seen it with starters. We saw it with Sean Tucker in his career. Pull guys when you don't need them in the game, whether you're up big or you're losing big. Dino is such a terrible coach. And also, how about this, where Dino Babers uses the timeout, he gets the ball back, only to run the football as opposed to throwing it down the field for a possible Hail Mary when anything can happen. This guy is completely lost. He's clueless. And last night, his players, it looked like they quit on him. Not a good sign. Syracuse football heading down into the dumpster yet again. ML Sports Take brought to you by Rosie's Corner and Brewer Tenace Hardware.